Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals' offense will be first on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Under fire. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Makes his man miss. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Took a shot as he threw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. There, headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. On target to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Using his legs, it's Tucker. Turning it on. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cardinals looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Gage. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, the running back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Leaves him with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First down for this offense. Lopez to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He can't make the connection on the soft toss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
1st and 10. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tar Heels! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Cincinnati.
They'll try the run.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Gage. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Cardinals are on the move. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the catch. It's Gage. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Alexander. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Lopez to pass. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll ride the hot hand, finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. With the catch, it's Allen. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be asked. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.